Whoa, what a hectic one. So, we just finished the clinic actually a couple hours ago, and thought I'd pop in a few places. And there was massive drama in the ward early on. I had to actually get involved, which I did not like doing. But there was a big fight in the ward, unfortunately. I flitted around a few places, making sure everything's fine, all right in different areas of the hospital with regards to the children. And then there was just a lot of shouting and commotion, and we thought, what's going on, what's going on? And people were banging and screaming and shouting and swearing. So we went into the back entrance, where there's a secret entrance into the main pediatric ward. We call it C ground. We enter the it was a C ground, and there's a big commotion, a lot of two security guards and this guy. And I come there, and also the consultant, and he's shouting and swearing at at my consultant, the specialist, and he's shouting at her, swearing, and he's brandishing in his fingers like in her face, and he's really angry guy. I'm thinking, what's going on here? This is not cool. This is not it. What's going on? It's a busy day. I woke up there trying to find out what's going on. We get the story from piecemeal from him and from the different sisters. His child was being discharged, but into the care of the mother, who is the legal guardian of the child. She is his mother, of course. This guy showed up today and decided he's going to take his child to his house. So the mother, they were fighting in the ward apparently, and he swore at her, and then she ran away somewhere. We think she went to the pharmacy to get medication to discharge the child. But the child's well and ready to go home, but she doesn't want to go home with him, and he's insisting that this is his kid and he's going to take his kid. Something out of Jerry Springer. But this happens every 2 to 3 months. We have some kind of drama like this. But this was a bit different because he had the child on a baby carrier in front of his chest, sitting like this, and it's strapped around him tight. I'm thinking, oh flip, they locked the doors. It's two female security, so they don't want to engage this guy. And next thing, I'm trying and diffuse this situation, but he's not listening at all, and he's chugging Coke. So he's like hopped up on all the sugar and everything. Next thing, four, 5 security guards come in. They start talking and they start fighting. Well, they just trying to be calm, but there's a child on the chest. So I told my consultant to leave. We don't get involved when it comes to these types of situations. The security are there for that reason. It's not for us to do. And we inform the relevant parties, but basically it's a security issue. So they first lock the ward down, and then he realizes he's locked in, and then he gets more and more louder and louder and more aggressive and starts threatening people. But he's in the wrong. It's not for him to take the child home, it's for the mother. The mother wants to go home and be safe with the kid, but this guy seems quite aggressive and violent. Whoa, this grey hair is popping. Next thing, they start getting closer and closer, surrounding this guy, and I'm like, oh flip. All I'm worried about is the child. I'm thinking, what's happening with this child? The child's going to be in the middle of this. He's sitting like on the chest of this guy, like sitting right here. And I'm thinking, this is going to be a good situation. Next thing, like a flash, he slaps one of the security guards. The father slaps the security guard, and next thing, they all grab him. They're all tussling, and he's fighting. For a small guy, he's actually, he's actually quite strong, and he's like taking on these 4 or 5 security guards and the 2 others that were there initially. And it's a massive commotion, but then they get into this a scrum, like they're all on top of each other, and this baby is screaming and being squashed. So I get in there just to get the baby. I'm not trying to do anything to the guy, but my priority is the child's safety, because nobody seems to be worrying about the child at this point. So eventually I'm getting inside there, I'm trying to make a space. I'm getting in there, I'm like this close to this guy's face, because I'm trying to get to the child, and I'm trying to get behind him, and eventually, after a lot of struggle, we take it off. And we're struggling, and he's fighting, and he's shouting, my child, and then he's creating this drama unnecessarily. He's not meant to be taking the child home, it's for the mother to do so. A lot of people leaving for work, it sounds. Eventually I get the child off, and I put the child to my back. I just take the back like this, and then a sister comes, like it was like a proper rugby match. I just feel someone run. A sister comes and like grabs her old auntie. She just takes this child and runs, and they open the door for her, and she like blitzes out, and they close it behind her. So I'm left with this guy screaming and shouting, and I got this, and then next thing, security all bring him down. and then they get the cleaners got involved because I don't get involved with with security issue. I'm the doctor. I can't. It's not right to do that. The child was safe, so I'm happy. But I just wanted to make sure my staff are safe. And the security come and they all tackle him down. They get him down on the ground, and actually, because they were all their hands were all occupied holding a specific body part. They actually had the cleaners come and take the handcuff from their pocket, and they handcuffed this guy and they took him out horizontal like a Superman pose. Like they carried him out that way. Quite a lot of drama for such a small issue. The child was well. The child was about to go home anyway, but meant to go home with his mother. Obviously, we want the child to go with the mother, and people don't understand that paternity issues in South Africa are quite a sensitive topic. And this particular family was not married, so all the legal rights go to the mother, especially. So I don't know what he was expecting. This hospital is just going to somehow discharge this child into his care. Ridiculous. So I came back to the clinic because I needed to finish up a note. It's X-ray involved, so I had to finish up a note. So it took longer than I thought. It was actually like I think 30 minutes that happened. So I'm a little bit late. It's already past 5. Let's get home. But yeah, moral of the story: moms are the main caregivers, and please don't create drama in the ward unnecessarily. There's so many sick kiddies. It was a nice bit of drama for the mothers there because it was to break the monotony of the ward. But yeah, let's keep it civil, people.